Hey guys, I have a question. Do you want to learn a foreign language? In this case, English probably. Or do you want to know a foreign language? I'm going to explain the difference and I'm going to explain which one I think is better and my approach in teaching in this video. Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Jesse here from Sweed Academy, helping you get to the next level in your English and in life. So, do you want to learn a foreign language? Do you want to learn English? That's what I teach. Or do you want to know English? And which one is more valuable and which one is more useful to actually become more fluent? Most people that you'd ask probably would say, I want to know a foreign language. I want to know it. I want to have arrived. I want to be fluent in another language, and I want to know it the same way that I know my own language. The problem is, you probably don't know your own language perfectly. Guaranteed you don't know your own language perfectly. We always make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the communication in our language, aren't they? So, for example, the word whom in English. You learn the word whom. We have the word whom. Hardly anybody except Neil deGrasse Tyson probably uses the word whom in daily life. Am I right? But we communicate with the word who where the word whom would correctly go. And many native speakers don't really know how to use the word whom. Does it matter? Not really. So instead of focusing on knowing a foreign language or knowing anything, knowing the guitar, knowing the piano, knowing how to play a game, or knowing trivia, let me give you an expression that I really love that is kind of what I go by, and that's the journey is the destination. The journey is the destination. That's to say, value the process. I think one thing that people lack is valuing the process, right? Understanding where you are, where you want to be, but don't just focus on where you want to be. Don't just focus on the goal, right? It's important to have goals. If you know me at all, you know how valuable I think goals are, right? We have to set goals in order to move forward, don't we? But it's important not to focus on those goals as much as focus on the next goal, right? Focus on the next goal. So if you're learning a language, find out where you are weak, and I mean specific areas where you're weak. Don't just say, like many of my students when I ask, oh, I'm weak everywhere. No, you're not weak everywhere. You have some strengths and you have some weaknesses. But let's zone in on one specific weak area. So let's take, for example, prepositions. Guaranteed you're probably weak in prepositions because prepositions, English prepositions are so difficult, right? We study in November, in December, but we study at Christmas or on Christmas Day, right? So it kind of depends at the beach, in the beach, on the beach. We have those, and they each mean slightly different things. Okay, no problem. That doesn't hinder communication normally. But if we focus on the process, the learning is the journey. Focus on the learning, focus on the journey, and focus on that next step on the way to the final step. This is what I do in my life, in learning the guitar. I'm learning the guitar. I'm still a beginner, but learning step by step. Business growth. I have goals, big goals. Of course, I have my goal. It's not my ultimate goal because then I'll have another goal. But my focus is on the next step. Then once you reach that step, what's the next step or the next mini step, right? Then reach that. Then the next step, right? So we're talking about prepositions. Let's do prepositions of time. Narrow it down even more. On Christmas Day, on my birthday, at Christmas, which is the Christmas time, right? So perfect prepositions of time. Then move to prepositions of place, right? Meet me at the bank at 9 o'clock. Let's work on a project throughout next week for you more advanced speakers, right? Or let's meet sometime in July, right? Then look at prepositions of time, prepositions of space and place. Then go on to the next thing that you're weak at, right? And all of this is not knowing it. You're working towards knowing it. After you reach that next step, then you'll know it, but you still have to practice. That's the journey. That's the journey. Learn a little bit, review. Learn a little bit more, review. Learn a little bit more. And it's this kind of stair-step goals that will help you get to knowing the language that you want to learn. In this case, probably English, isn't it? So to sum up, what's more valuable? Knowing or learning? I say all the time, learning is more valuable, because by learning something, you're not just watching a 5-minute YouTube clip on the solar system, right? That's knowing. Okay, wow. I know that the sun is 149.6 kilometers from the earth. Okay, wow, I know that now. I just had to Google it. But now I know it until I forget it. But no problem. But what does that tell me? That doesn't tell me anything else. In the process of learning, if you were to learn, how do they know that? What else is there? What other information from here to there can I gather? That's learning. Learning is the big picture. Learning is the process, and learning is always the more valuable tool and the more valuable goal to reach for. That's my opinion. Now, my question to you is, what do you think is more important? Learning or knowing something? And aside from English, what are you trying to learn? Write that in the comments below. If you'd like more resources, check out sweedacademy.com. There's a lot of resources there. I'm posting a blog about different stories of my life and teaching natural style English that will really help you learn the language as you talk about your life. Also, if you like this, then click the subscribe button below. I'm really trying to grow this, and I really want to provide useful content to you. So write in the comments below, let me know what you want to hear about in these videos, and I will do my best to get them out to you. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.